Javier Bardem, for me, was the standout of this movie. He's great. Really, I think someone who should be considered more when you talk about the best movie stars in the world. Um, I'm sure there's a bunch of projects I've missed, but obviously, he was in No Country for Old Men, and then he's been in Dune lately, and now this. So he's certainly been in big projects, but I feel like he doesn't get the recognition he deserves, probably because he's not American, and English isn't his first language, although he does speak it very well, and he just adds a great presence to this movie. Because that part could have just been any actor, but the fact that they got an actor that big to play his part, which is essentially the owner of the team, I think added a lot to this movie. Okay, now I will be going into spoilers, so if you do not want the movie spoiled, do not move forward. So Brad Pitt plays, I guess he's driving, I think it's Le Mans cars in the beginning. But basically, he's a racer who has bounced around in smaller circuits. He was in a bad accident earlier in his career when he was a Formula One prospect, and he gets an offer from Javier Bardem, who owns the team, to basically join the last place F1 team, which is Mercedes. And Damson Idris is kind of the main guy on the team. He's young and up and coming. He's very talented, but he hasn't won anything yet. And this is kind of the interesting part: is you could be a really, really good driver, but a lot has to do with how good your car is, how good your team is. And I think that's a really cool part about the sport. It's kind of like a cool mix of, like, you have to be a good athlete, actually very strong. In steering the wheel, there's a ton of pressure on your neck, so you really have to have strength, endurance. These races are very long. You have to be mentally tough to handle the pressure. You can literally die at any second or go flipping in the air. So just really, really cool. And then all of the, obviously, engineering that you do with the car, I think is really, really interesting. Certainly stuff I don't know anything about. And then they also went really, really deep into tires, which I guess is the most relatable thing. I literally just put new tires on my car last week or 2 weeks ago, so it was somewhat, at least, the most relatable thing to me. But yeah, just really good stuff all around. Another lesson of this movie, I think, is just how important movie theaters are. I'm the biggest supporter of movie theaters that you'll ever meet. This was made by Apple. They could have stuck it on Apple Plus, like the Clooney movie with Brad Pitt. I think, Wolves, which was a pretty good movie. But obviously, a movie like this is different because so much of it is with cars. You need the sound. But I think it's just another lesson that blockbuster movies and movie stars belong in the movie theater. Stop putting these movies on streaming. Movies like this have to be in the movie theater. I thought Damson Idris did a really good job. I never watched Snowfall, but I know that's what a lot of people know him from. He's been heavily rumored to be the Black Panther. I think he'd be a great pick. I could totally see him in the Black Panther suit playing that character. I also really liked that they just let him keep his natural British accent and didn't force him to do an American